Hey, my little angels, come on in, come in. I'm so excited that you're here. And if you're new, thank you so much. You picked a great video to come in on. I hope you like what you see, and feel free to like it, to share it, to comment. I love the comments, and definitely subscribe, please. It's down below. And those of you that are returning in, I see you. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. And this is going to be such a fun video, you guys. So, remember in the autumn, Figbury ASMR sent out an autumn tag and we all answered questions. Well, Miss Alyssa Jordan, who is fabulous as well, has done a holiday Christmas type tag with a bunch of questions, and I can't wait. I specifically did not read too many ahead of time. I read some because I want it to be completely organic, you know. And speaking of holidays, remember we are doing the card exchange. You guys send me one, whether it's a postcard or a holiday card of something you celebrate. I will be sending you back either a postcard or a Christmas card, and that way we just interact and we show that this big world just gets smaller because we're all part of this great community. So I have to tag some people. So for my tags for this video, I am tagging Jeannie B ASMR, Kira of Edinburgh ASMR, Ray Moon ASMR, and Peace and Sarity ASMR. Okay, did I want to do any video? Oh, and Lottie Loves ASMR. I'm taking those people, okay? Because I would love to know their answers to these questions. So I made the font really, really big. So I don't need my glasses. I changed into my Christmas top. This is a Christmas tree top. I'm behind my Christmas tree. You see that? We have our gingerbread man there. He's going to stay there for a bit. So shall we begin? Okay. Number 1. Do you put up your Christmas tree before or after Thanksgiving? Oh, after. I'm Canadian. Our Thanksgiving's in October. But I know when the American Thanksgiving is, and I think our Christmas tree is usually up after. We do December 1st usually, but I'm pushing this year. I would like it up earlier, so we shall see. How early or how late do you start your Christmas shopping? Normally I'm pretty late. I shop in December. This year I'm almost done. I know what I'm getting now. A lot of it is gift cards. As you know, nephews and nieces got older, it became easier to do that. But Baby Angel is pretty much done. The gingerbread man is moving. So this is the first year I'm doing it early. Okay. What is your favorite holiday or Christmas movie? Oh, let's think. I love so many. I love the Hallmark Christmas movies, guys. I really do. I love them. But for old time Christmas, it's got to be the original Miracle on 34th Street. I love that movie. I love it. I love it. I love it. But there's so many great Christmas movies. Die Hard is not one of them. That's right. I said it. Okay. What is your favorite Christmas carol? Mary, did you know? I love that carol so, so much. And an upbeat carol. This is so bad. It's the Irish Rovers, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I like that song very, very much. What was the best holiday or Christmas present you ever received? Okay. When I was in my teens, I wanted a pocket watch more than anything. I wanted a pocket watch. And I looked at the gifts under the trees and none of them looked like a pocket watch. And I opened my gifts and no pocket watch. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. You know, we didn't have a lot of money. You probably, the younger ones won't know what I'm talking about, but there was a TV show called Alf, and it was about a little alien, ALF, alien life form. I loved that show. I loved the puppet. I loved all of it. When I opened a stuffed Alf, I'm like, okay, I'm a little old for a doll, but I'm like, this is great. Thank you. I love Alf. Thank you so much. And my parents are looking at me like I've got 5 heads. And they're like, look at Alf. And around his neck was a pocket watch. So I think that was probably one of the best. Yeah. What was the strangest or worst holiday present you ever received? I can't really think of anything worst. I do remember the first year I didn't get toys or dolls or anything. Like, it was a grown-up Christmas that first year. That was a little, you know, that was a little, I'm like, nothing, like clothes and a pair of boots and okay, no toys for me. But yeah, that was, yeah, I think so. The other best present I ever had, and it was one of the first books I ever read to you guys, was my Amanda Remembers book. And it was one of the very first books. And I think I'll read it during the Christmas season too, again. Okay. What was the best gift you ever gave? Okay, I know this without... It was the first year I told my mom I was taking over the stockings for her, to try to give her a little less on her plate. And I had to do up the stockings for 6 of us. And A, she really liked it. And B, I understand why there's a big old orange at the foot of and the toe of everybody's stocking now. It really helps fill it up. And to this day, everybody gets an orange in their stocking. But it also is one of my most favorite things to do at Christmas, is to do up the Christmas stockings. They are fun, and it just gives me a warm feeling. And I think one of the reasons is she told me how much she appreciated that I was doing that for her. So that made me feel really good. Okay. How old were you when you stopped believing in Santa? I don't understand that question. Santa's real. Hey, there must be a typo. It must be a typo. That's all. Maybe it was when you first saw Santa. That must be. Okay, number 9. Do you celebrate Christmas with your pets? If so, how do you celebrate? Yes. Every year they get a Christmas stocking, and every year I forget to give it to them till New Year's. That's pretty much a given. But yes, and it's the one time, I don't care, when we unwrap the gifts, we usually, my husband's very, very particular. When you unwrap the gift, we've got the recycle bag right there. The paper goes in if we're not saving it. But at Christmas Day, the pets get to play in it, and they can do what they want to the paper. They get no repercussions at all. So yes, I celebrate with my pets. What is your favorite holiday tradition? Ooh. Okay. We have lots, but this one is one my mom started, and I keep it going. We even did it last year in Mexico. And every Christmas Eve, we get to open one gift, and it's always bed related or sleep related. Pajamas, slippers, a robe, sleep masks, silk pillowcases, something, right? But they're always from Mrs. Claus. My mom started doing that. I've continued it. And I had to answer a lot of questions throughout my daughter's elementary school years of her friends wanting to know why Mrs. Claus didn't go to their house. That's not my problem. But Mrs. Claus comes to our house Christmas Eve every year. And this year, we're all getting matching socks. Yes, I have to get myself them too. And it says on the bottom, Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is a free elf. So I'm looking forward to that. And Baby Angel is getting a special robe. So that's from Mrs. Claus. And does your family have any unique or bizarre traditions? Well, I just told you about Mrs. Claus. I'm trying to think. Okay, there's a lot of us when I was growing up. So sometimes we would have Christmas redos because my mom would get upset with one of us, or we'd start fighting, and my mom and dad would just say, everybody back upstairs, and we would have to come down the stairs, because we always came down the stairs in age order, and pretend to start Christmas Day all over again, so that it would be a happy day and no fighting. So yeah, good luck with that. And as for the 3 of us, any bizarre or unique traditions. No, they're normal traditions, I think. Well, I always show my daughter one of her gifts ahead of time and then wrap it up because that's who I am. Okay. Okay, and do you have a favorite Christmas ornament? Yes, I do. I have many, 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 and I can't wait to show them to you. But I can't help it. This one is my favorite. I hosted a holiday party for my work one year, and everybody was saying, can I bring food? Can I bring food? And I'm like, I didn't want to worry about, serving platters. And so I said, no, because I'm home. I was off that week. I'll provide the food. I said, just bring an ornament for the tree if you need to bring anything. And someone gave me a Waterford crystal rocking horse, and I don't know who, because the ornaments were put on the tree so fast, I don't know who gave what. And it has a scarlet ribbon, velvet. I love that ornament. I love it. I also have a candy cane, a glass candy cane that was my mother's. The end has been broken off. It's a blue and silver candy cane, and most of the color has been worn off because it would be 85 years old now. And I love that for sure. And I have so many handmade ornaments from my grandmother, from my daughter, ornaments I grew up with, ornaments my husband grew up with. So yeah, we have lots, but I have to be honest, the rocking horse is my all-time favorite. What are you most looking forward to this season? Just celebrating Christmas. Having Christmas with my channel. This is my channel's first Christmas with you guys, so that's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the videos that are upcoming. Just being home with my family and just celebrating and being happy we're together. And yeah, it's just the togetherness I'm very happy about. I really am. What are you least looking forward to? The work. Pulling out the decorations. I like decorating up and down those stairs because ours are in the basement. And then putting it all away again. It's always a part of me loves it because it's a cleanup and it's a fresh new year coming. But the other part too is I hate seeing them go. So probably the work part is what I'm least looking forward to. Do you send Christmas cards? Yes and no. I'm doing the Christmas card exchange with you guys, and my Christmas card list has dwindled to just a handful of people. Most people we email, but I do like to send out Christmas cards, and I have shown you guys my Christmas cards for this year. Out of all of your ASM artist friends, who do you think would make the best Christmas cookies? Jeannie B, ASMR, hands down. That's who I think would make the best. In line, I think Lori Latte, Ray Moon, ASMR, pretty much anybody in Texas, I think would make great cookies. P Sincerity, I bet would make great cookies. I don't know if she celebrates Christmas, but I bet you she's a great baker. I just get that vibe from her. And I would love anything she made. Actually, I make a really cool turmeric cookie at Christmas time. They're so yummy. I know it sounds funny, turmeric cookies, but they are so good. And when you bite into them, they look like a pale brown on the outside, but when you bite in, it's bright orange, and it's so cool. I'm gonna make them and show you guys what they look like because they're a very cool cookie. And they're not an overly sweet cookie either. They just taste like a good cookie, that's all. But it's that bright orange that really, really gets you. Which of your ASMR artist friends do you think would pick out the perfect present? Ooh, that's a hard one. Because everybody's so thoughtful. I think Kira would, because she really pays attention to people and she's really, really thoughtful. So is Lori. Lori Latte would pick out the best gift too, for sure. She knows people, and she's got a huge, they both have these amazing hearts. So, okay, if I have to choose, I choose them. But I think everybody would do good jobs. Okay, which of your ASM artist friends is most likely to be the life of the Christmas party? Everybody. Me. No, all right, I'll pick. I think Miss Alyssa Jordan. I think she would be making sure everybody had a good time. You know, she's come up with these great questions about Christmas. She's invited so many people. And I think she would definitely, and I think she'd be the kind of hostess that would just make sure you have a good time. So would Lullaby Leia. I can see the two of them the same way. They both care about people and pay attention. And yeah, I think we've established I am no good at making choices, okay? I'm not. Because Peace and Sincerity would be really good too. And I would love to go to a party hosted by Jeannie. I can't pick. I'm sorry. Okay. What is your favorite holiday memory from childhood? It's funny, isn't it? That one came to me immediately. I didn't even have to blink. It just came to me. When I was 6 or 7? No, probably 7. My mom had a heart attack. She'd had TB as a child, and it damaged her heart muscle, the muscle part. And she was in the hospital and was going to be in the hospital over Christmas. And we're like, how can we have Christmas without mom? And she would send home crafts, and we weren't allowed to see her because we were under 12. And in those days, if you had a heart attack like that, you were in the hospital for a month at least. And I remember she made us, and we kept it until it fell apart. And I'm talking like a couple years ago. They were the little medicine cups that they bring you your pills in. And she put bells in them, turned them upside down, and tied them with netting, and then put a big bow on them. And those went up every single year. When she passed, I got them. It went up until literally there was nothing left of the netting anymore. But yeah, I do remember she was allowed to come home for 12 hours, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And my uncle came to stay with us, and my dad went to pick her up, and there was a twin bed laid out in the living room, and on it sat 3 of the Sesame Street characters. There was Oscar the Grouch, Grover, and Cookie Monster. And one was and we could play with those until mom got there. And then when my mom came, she was in the bed, and it was great. It was just fun. We would open our gifts and go up on the bed with her and sit and read. And it was very sad when 8 o'clock came and she had to leave, but you know, we were almost ready for bed anyways. So yeah, it's funny. That was the very first one that came to my mind. That was my favorite. What is your favorite holiday treat or dessert? Eggnog. Eggnog anything. Eggnog cheesecake. It's the only cheesecake I like. Cranberry Bliss bars from Starbucks. And there's a lady I follow on YouTube, you guys, Rose Reisman, and she just yesterday made a dupe for the Cranberry Dream Bars, so I can't wait to try it, because it's basically, I didn't even realize this, it's basically a blondie cookie type with a cream cheese and a very sweet cream cheese and cranberry icing. So I'm going to try making them and see if it really is. She said she really couldn't taste the difference, so I kind of like this idea. So cranberry, yeah, that's, I also just love chocolate. I love chocolate. And the only time we really have a lot of chocolate around the house is at Christmas time. And yeah, I think those are my favorite. Yeah. Another thing I love at Christmas time, it's also for Thanksgiving. I'll be honest, I make amazing cranberry sauce from scratch. There also has to be a can of jellied cranberry sauce, and I have to hear the sploosh as it comes out of the can, and those lines from the can are there for slicing, and that has to be on the table. I'm the only one that eats it, but it doesn't matter. I love them. And then whatever's left, I make cranberry muffins. So what is your favorite holiday food or meal? Well, I think we just covered that. I love the cranberry sauce. I also love doing a ham. I don't like ham, but I love making the ham. I love the glazing of it. I love the presentation of it. I love baking. I love baking at Christmas time. I love making cookies. We always make candy cane cookies, the three of us. I always try to decorate sugar cookies. My husband loves shortbread, so I make him a brown sugar shortbread. And this year I'm going to try adding cinnamon to it or orange and cranberry to it and see how that turns out. I think the orange cranberry is going to be really good. So I'll let you guys know. What is your favorite holiday drink? Eggnog. I love eggnog. I can't have it anymore. I just can't. That kind of lactose just is not good for me. I will have a glass, even if it hurts, I will. I also love hot apple cider with cinnamon and cloves and even ginger. And I don't like ginger, but I'll put a piece of ginger in and just warm it on the stove. I love that. I also do that with cranberry juice too. I'll put the spices in and warm it on the stove, and that's really good with a shot of vodka or, you know, whatever. Anyways. Do you have a favorite holiday or Christmas book or story? What is it? Oh, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, of course. My dad read it to us every year. My husband reads it every year. But I also love The Gift of the Magi. I love that story, the sacrifice you make for each other. The Christmas Carol is always good, you know. I don't think I've ever, this sounds so bad, I don't think I've ever actually read it, like from the book. But I see the movies and I hear the stories, and there's always a Christmas play. The Nativity story is always another one. Yeah, I have lots, lots. What kind of holiday events are your favorite? Okay, Christmas caroling, I have never done it. You know, where you actually go on the street to neighbors' homes. I don't know anyone that's ever done it, but I have always wanted to. I absolutely love the idea of Christmas caroling. Yeah, I think that is, and watching Christmas movies and, you know, just being together. And I like that part of it, the togetherness, the trying to connect with each other. I think that's one of my favorite parts. Yeah. What is the best $5 gift to give someone? Oh, that's easy. That's easy. You go to the dollar store and you get a picture frame and you give a picture of something they would like. If it's you and the person, that's a great one. If it's your whole family, that's a great one. If it's their pet, that's another great one. Because they have amazing picture frames at the dollar store. And you don't even have to have a photo. You can just print a color photocopy and put it in the frame. And yeah, they turn out great. So that's what I think is the best $5 gift, a picture. I think it's something people love and that they'll keep. They can frame it. They can hang it. They can put it on a desk, whatever. What Christmas gift do you treasure the most? What Christmas gift do I treasure the most? I don't know. That's a hard one because I treasure a lot of gifts. You know, if somebody takes the time to pick something for me, I treasure that. You know, I think if I don't expect it, you know, I love, I have Pandora bracelets. I love my Christmas charms. Yeah, probably those. Like, my Christmas charms are just, I love them. Oh, I know. This ring. My husband gave me this, I think 3 Christmases ago. So I treasure this ring. I really do. And he gave me the necklace this anniversary just last week. So yeah. Do you make New Year's resolutions, and have you ever completed one? Yes, I make them, but I don't call them resolutions. I call them intentions. I think resolutions puts too much pressure on yourself, and intentions are easier to do. I have almost completed this year's. We go to church regularly. I've talked about this before, but the envelopes, if we miss a week, which happens, that envelope just gets thrown away. Well, one day the priest was talking and he said, the church is still here even if you're not. We still have bills to pay. And I went, and we still have charities to support. And I went, so this year my resolution was every one of those envelopes was getting used even if we were away. And we only have a couple more weeks until Advent starts. So yes, I did it. I did it. And by I, my husband. No, we both did it. What is your best tip to stay calm and unstressed during the holidays? Give yourself a break. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's gonna get done, and what doesn't get done doesn't need to get done. That's my answer, honestly. I've learned that through the years. Nobody is gonna remember how your table was set. Most people won't remember your gifts the following year, okay? What they'll remember is how good you made them feel. What they'll remember is that they came to your house and felt comfortable, or you came to their house and you helped out, or just give yourself a break. You do not have to be perfect. None of us are perfect. And there is no such thing as a perfect Christmas. Those Hallmark movies appeal to everyone because nobody has those kind of Christmases. Ever. Although I had to laugh because my daughter said, when she goes to university, she goes, maybe the second year I'll take a semester abroad and go to Ireland. And I'm like, oh no, you won't. I've watched enough Hallmark movies to know you'll meet some guy who's trying to help save his parents' B&B, and you'll go and help out, and the next thing you're moving to Ireland, so forget it. Yeah, that's me. Okay. Do you have a holiday playlist? Name one song off it. Yes, I do. And I have many. You really want me to pick just one? Oh, come all ye faithful. There. See, I was able to just pick one. Mary, did you know? O Little Town of Bethlehem. The one song that's not on my playlist is O Silent Night. Can't stand it. Okay. Do you buy presents for lots of people or only the people who are closest to you? Okay, I used to buy presents for tons and tons of people. I now only buy presents for people we're closest to. I bake for a lot of people, but we've cut the Christmas list down considerably. Part of it was economical. Another part of it was you were just buying for the sake of it at that point. And that to me doesn't mean anything. Baking is still, it can be expensive to bake for people too, but no, we've cut the list down considerably, which is too bad. But I think the older you get, the smaller your list will get. Yeah, that's pretty fair, I think. I hope. What is the coolest present you have ever received during a Secret Santa? Ooh. And we play cutthroat Secret Santa too. The one where you open the gift and then the next person can take your gift or they open a new one. Yeah, when we play that up at my Aunt Jean's, oh my goodness. Things got vicious. And the list of rules that had to be instituted because of it, we were close to people getting banned, okay? It was. But I think you need a huge group to really make that work. We've tried to do it with just 6 people and it's not the same. It doesn't work that way. But what was the best gift I ever got from a Secret Santa? Oh, I got crystal candlestick, not real crystal, glass candlesticks with red tapers. And I love when people give you the candles with and I loved them. I just did. And it was a low cost Secret Santa. We all agreed on certain things. This was where a long time where I used to work. And yeah, I really, that was probably one of my favorite from the Secret Santa gifts, for sure. Have you ever re-gifted or returned a gift? Maybe. Yes. But I've only returned a gift if it didn't fit. That's the only reason. I've never returned a gift because I didn't like it. But I have regifted a gift I didn't like. Have you ever experienced a blizzard? What is the craziest snowstorm story? Well, I live in Canada. I've had blizzards, massive blizzards. There was this horrible blizzard, and my daughter was in daycare, and I had just got home, and my husband was going to pick her up. And I called him and said, "Do you want me to pick her up and walk home?" He goes, "No, don't make her walk in this snow, because we only had the one car." He goes, "I'll pick her up." And then I get a call about 15 minutes before the daycare closes that he's stuck in traffic. Now, I could get to the daycare in 15 minutes walking. Well, walking. I had hoped to catch the bus, but I didn't. So I took off, and I'm telling you, it was snow. By the time I got there, I walked through the door. They didn't know who I was. I looked like an abominable snow person. I had snow everywhere. You couldn't even see what color my coat was. I was covered in so much snow. Now, the other thing is, I don't like to make people wait. I hate doing that. Their time is as important as mine. I don't make people wait. But it was also $1 a minute if you were late picking up. Although they waived that for the bad weather. There was a lot of kids waiting to get picked up. So I said to my husband, "I've got her." He goes, "Okay, I'm probably 20 minutes away. Wait for me there and I'll drive you guys home." Fine by me. That was fine by me. But yeah, that was my craziest snowstorm story. Let's see. What was your favorite thing to do on a snow day home from school as a kid? We didn't have snow days. I'm sorry. I'm old, okay? We walked to school in a blizzard. And all our parents would say is, "Keep your mittens on." That was it. There could be 7 feet of snow, and I'm telling you, we all trudged through it to go to and from school. We never got a snow day, ever. Ever. I'm a tad bitter. Do you reuse bows and wrapping paper? Sometimes. Depending if it's really pretty. We actually had a piece of camouflage wrapping paper that went back and forth from my oldest brother's family to us. Probably 5 years we would reuse that piece of paper. So sometimes, not always. Not always. Have you finished your holiday shopping yet? No, I still have quite a few. Well, not quite a few. A few. Uncle Angel and I have both decided we're not exchanging gifts this year because we're having stuff done on the house. Plus, if we want something, we're going to get it. Like, I already got him a couple little things. So I said, I said, just a couple little things to open under the tree. That's it. But no gifts. None. So, do you prefer to go out for New Year's or stay in? I think I like to stay in. No, I like to stay. I like to go. I stay. I don't know. It's been years since I've been away for New Year's, like gone out for New Year's. We did one year, we went to Cuba and we landed December 31st. And they were having a big party and we were waiting and midnight was coming and they were giving everyone grapes. And the poor baby was like, "Can I go to sleep?" No. 5 more minutes. So I think I prefer to stay in and be warm and snuggly. And yeah, usually we fall asleep. I set my phone. We wake up just before 12 and then we go to bed. We're old, you know. Okay. Do you go Boxing Day shopping? Religiously. We actually have game plans. We know what stores to go to. We have flyers ready. We have lists made. But it's changed over the years because we used to hit this one area that had box stores. And we would always go to our bookstore because you could get, the calendars were half price and most things were half price, but now they've changed that. But we still hit the bookstore to get wrapping paper and things. But now we're more mall. We more hit one mall and hit those stores. We used to always go to Canadian Tire, which is a store, because at Christmas time they have a gift section for kids. Well, baby Angel's birthday is in January. The poor kid, we would take her and she would sit in the cart, you know, happy as a clam, and we would be getting her gifts at half price for her birthday and putting them in the buggy, and she'd never know. So yes, we do Boxing Day shopping. Describe your ideal Christmas. My ideal Christmas would be at home. It would be open door policy. If you don't have some place to go, you come to me for Christmas. It would be the TV on all day with Christmas movies, or I don't know if there's sports for my husband or anybody that likes sports. Don't be sexist, Angel. But yeah, I would have that. I'd have a big pot of cider or cranberry juice on the go, or hot chocolate in a crock pot, you know, with a marshmallow station, a hot chocolate station. That would be ideal. Yeah, I think that would be my favorite thing, would be that. And lots of food and potluck too. I have no problems when people bring things. I love trying other people's foods and cultures and things. And then everyone's singing, "I want to go caroling, damn it." That would be mine. And that's the last question, guys. Miss Alyssa Jordan, thank you. This was amazing. I had so much fun doing it. Thank you very, very much. I truly, truly appreciate it. And remember those people I tagged. And I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned a little bit about my traditions and whatnot. And remember, I love you. I value you. I honor you. And I'm so very, very glad that you were born.